Can you hear me in the back? Yeah. Is it the Summer Jumpoff? It's the end of the Summer Jumpoff. Thanks again, everybody, for coming. We wanted to incorporate a special entertainment segment into the Summer Jumpoff, and my mom showed me this video that this very funny woman did at Stevie Ray's Comedy Club, and I said, you know her? We got to have her at the Summer Jumpoff. So y'all better be a warm, welcoming crowd, because she's here tonight and she's probably nervous, but she's going to say some funny stuff and laugh out loud because it's a special thing to have this. Who's ever been to a backyard party like this? Anybody? I don't think so. So now introducing Barb. Come up here. Everybody. And this is recording right here. Henry's got the GoPro. I'm going to pass it off.
Wow. Wasn't sure if that was an introduction or a eulogy, but... Well, my name is Barb, and I am just your average Lutheran trophy wife. Now, to be honest, it was the third place trophy. I wanted to thank Ben and Chris and Ken and Chelsea and everybody here for inviting me out to your neck of the woods. It's been a long time since I've been in this part of the state. My husband and I used to live right over here in Richfield off 35 and Penn. And oh my God, we had a corner lot with 3 bedrooms, beautiful neighborhood, loved the neighbors. We were going to stay there forever. And then we had kids. Great kids. And we thought, we should probably move to a third-tier suburb away from the cities where everything's safer. And all it turned out to be was farther away. Not gonna lie, we gave our friends instructions, directions how to get to our house one time. I said, believe it or not, the crosstown going west turns into Highway 5. Keep going west. Just keep driving and keep driving and keep driving. And then when you see the earth curving, you take a left. And we're at the top of the hill. I live in Chanhassen. Chanhassen. Nobody ever came out to see us because it was all the way from Hennepin County to Carver County. Chanhassen's beautiful, though. We have the beautiful landscape arboretum. We have the wonderful Chanhassen Dinner Theater. And we have Paisley Park, where Prince, I've got some Prince fans here, where Prince recorded great music and everybody partied like it was 1999. And then he died alone in his underpants in an elevator without a will. Well, he put us on the map with that one for sure. So my husband and I have been out in Chan for about 20 years. And we still, you like that one? We still don't know our neighbors by name. And we kind of have a Jimmy Stewart in Rear Window thing going on, where we just make up names for people when we see them. And it's okay. It's turned out okay because they talk about us and call us names behind our backs too. In fact, one gal down the street from us refers to my husband as that fancy banker. Which is really funny because if you look at him, he's an attorney. I'm sure if they have a nickname for me, it's probably Mrs. Kravitz. That's your nickname? Gladys. Well, Mrs. Kravitz isn't Lenny Kravitz's mother. Mrs. Kravitz was the nosy neighbor on the Bewitched show back in the 1960s. And Chelsea is, where's Chelsea? Right here. She's looking confused. So she's going to Google Bewitched for everybody under 50. Now, just because I'm not hanging out in the cul-de-sac with these people doesn't mean I don't know what's going on. I'm not really social with them because it's because I just don't like them. And that's okay because you can't pick your neighbors. My mom told me you can't pick your neighbors. You know, she's dead, so I can't even thank her for that bit. But the neighbors, I'm not social with them, and that's okay. Just because I'm not hanging out drinking a microbrew at the bus stop doesn't mean I don't know what's going on. I follow all the posts on that Nextdoor app. So for those of you who don't know what Nextdoor is, you go on the Google and you sign up, and then all those people who live around you, call your neighbors, they sign up, and then you have this little captive online audience to complain about all your first world suburban problems. Now, back in the day, we used to gossip over the fence while our laundry was flapping in the breeze. But thanks to technology, we don't need to interact with real people. And the homeowners associations out there don't allow clotheslines or fences, so we can't hang our clothes out. So that's why we just have Nextdoor. When you're on the Nextdoor, you can find out all the things that are important in your town. Now, we do have a little newspaper that we can read. And we have some crime, but what's really a crime out there? It's not really a crime. And get this, we don't even have a police department. A city without a police department. We have a sheriff's substation, they call it a substation. So think of it, we don't have alleys. We don't have a police department. Definitely saving the city a lot of money in lawsuits on those two things. Now come on, that was one of my funnier jokes. It was. Plus I know there's some LE out here, so. Anyway, the things that are really important in the suburbs, coyotes. The suburban coyote is very big, very big. Specifically how to haze a coyote when it's seen coming out of the woods where they live. I used to think hazing was when you got somebody just stupid drunk and you put a blindfold on them and, I don't know, put them in the trunk of your Gran Torino and drove them around, dropped them off in the middle of nowhere and made them go through a spanking machine in order to join their fraternity. As it turns out, coyotes do not drink shots of Jägermeister. So according to Nextdoor, in order to haze a coyote, you must scare it and show it who is boss. Okay, so I want you to picture this. Picture this. Picture this. You gotta close your eyes if you're gonna picture it. You're walking in the beautiful woods in Chanhassen, and a coyote is standing on the path in front of you. And suddenly you are the one screaming and flailing your arms and, I don't know, beating a pie tin with a spoon because you brought that in your hazing kit. And that coyote is standing there on the path like, oh, bitch, please. Who just got hazed? Who's afraid? Who's in charge? I say unless there's a coyote sitting on top of Cub Foods and he's going to push off an anvil, I don't really need to worry about it. Now the second big thing out in Chanhassen, hawks. Swooping through the neighborhood. You get these women with their kids like, hey mamas, just wanted to let you know I saw hawks swooping through the neighborhood. Keep your kiddos inside. And somebody asked for a description of the hawk. Like there's only one hawk in Carver County. Oh, the one with the wings and the talons? Okay, I've seen that. First off, it's 2018. There aren't any kids playing outside. They're all inside studying for the ACT test, or they're at dance, or therapy. And B, if there's a hawk big enough to swoop down and pick up your child, isn't that a risk we all know we're taking when we become parents? Now, third on the list is a group of people I just can't even fathom. It's the feral cat lovers. I'm not even a domestic cat lover. So feral cats are not even on my radar. But they are for everyone else. Now, one gal posted she wanted to know how she could get these stray cats to stop coming to her house after she'd been feeding them for a week. So feral cat winds up in a tree in a park. And this woman is going nuts. She's lamenting, goes, oh my God, there's a cat in the tree. It's never going to get out of the tree. I don't know how we're going to get it down. Somebody come and help me get the cat out of the tree. I'm like, oh, for cry. That cat can come down when it's ready, right? They've got 9 lives. Spend a life, fall out of the tree. No, she calls the fire department. Because what, it's 1956? What's the fire department going to do now? Come and help a cat out of a tree? All day she sat at the base of the tree waiting for the cat. And then that night, Oh, the tears. The fire department never came and they never called, and I just don't understand. I wanted to take her and slap her and say, listen, this is why. I'll tell you why. It was a feral cat in a tree in a park. Now, these people have reproduced, and they drive, and they vote. Well, I shouldn't complain about just the animal-y things, because there are some legitimate things in there where people are asking for help from the other community members, and I would love to answer them, but I'm way too sassy. So, I'll answer them now. I won't answer them there and get kicked off. Someone asked, how do I start a coin collection? Throw 2 pennies in a jar? I don't know. Where can I buy a postcard? Same place you're buying the stamp? Some man was in search of pre-war cuckoo clock parts. Not even the whole clock. He was just like, what are you looking just for that guy who goes in and out and in and out? Because that's on a whole different site. That's a backdoor. A man asked, is there anything free and fun going on today? Yeah, read all these posts. And my favorite one, because it was kind of a little close to my heart, a lady had made a 50-foot paper gum wrapper chain when she was in junior high, right? Got a couple magic eyes going on. Yeah. Did anybody have a suggestion what she could do with it?
Hang herself with it.
I did. I can think of one too, but I didn't say anything. So before I signed off for the last time, I did try to solve the world's problems, at least in suburbia, and I made this post. I said, how about the lady with the gum wrapper chain gives one end of it to the hawk? The hawk can fly it through the schoolyard over to that tree where the feral cat is waiting for it. Drop it down to the feral cat, ties it to a branch, and lowers itself to the ground safely where the hawk and the coyote can flip a coin for it.